aptly named in part for its considerable elevation. We're in Power Field, Mile High here in Denver, Colorado. Officially beyond the halfway point now, eyes starting to shift to the playoff picture as this Week 10 game gets underway. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot.
Tight end motioning right.
Ready.
They'll throw. First play with Nick. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Seahawks pick it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, this one's certainly off to an exciting start, partner. Hopefully this is the type of energy we're going to see the whole way today.
Defensive coaches, Kate, love to say, steal a possession, find a way to steal a possession. Well, they stole it on the very first play, and now put their offense in the driver's seat.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
This is Walker on second. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go.
Running with Walker again. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Ready.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Purdy to throw. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Chance to stack some momentum if they can turn this turnover into 6. It's 1st and goal. Walker reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. That's It's going to be taken in at the 8. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35.
Ready, break.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Nick's off to play action. That finds his man. It's Keon Coleman. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Broncos will have a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Brought down by Reek Woolen.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to
60
go.
Bison, 60 Bison. Ready? Ready?
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Come on, set. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready, ready?
On third down, here's Nix. Taken in by Pierce. Decent gain here, but short of the first. The rookie from Clemson in on that stop.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2.
Set.
Shotgun snap to Nix. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's taken down at the 30. And that's a gain of 10. And staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the first instead.
Oh, I love fourth downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out, well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Here we go, here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
60 Maverick, 60, cup 19, cup 19. Hut, hut.
They'll throw again. Nix. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Broncos to reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Have him gain about a handful there. That's Baron Browning who makes the stop. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Got it. Ready?
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Set. Go.
Here he goes on the bootleg. Connects with Wiley. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Got it. Check go.
Walker on 1st down. And this one does not go far. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat. Get up.
Play action now with Purdy. Complete to DK Metcalf. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On the ready.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Hunt.
Purdy gets this from the pistol. Flushed out of the pocket. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll get you back to Mile High after this.
On the jump.
About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They have 2nd and pretty long here. Trying again following the sack. He has room past the 25.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
Go! Warriors 70. Ready?
From the gun is Purdy. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Looking right, and he finds him. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks take a 2nd quarter lead. PAT effort coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Come on, set.
Here's Williams to start the drive. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Byron Murphy there to make the play. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Second and 10 now. Able to get it to Franklin. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
At the 60. Set.
That one's out and cut on the right side. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
And not his best punt here. He drives it several yards into the end zone. That's going to lead to a touchback. Drive starts out with a first and 10.
Alert. Here we go.
Walker running to the right. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Set.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Hawk 70. Lightning 18. Go.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. That's Baron Browning who makes the stop.
Okay, ready.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Set, go.
Working out of the gun. It's Purdy. Toward the sideline, and he's got Metcalf. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Let's go now.
First down, ball at the 36. In motion right is Metcalf. Caught quick right side. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense
Here we go.
backwards.
Set. Ready, go.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. The Seahawks leading near the break. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Handoff running left, Walker. Still going past the 40. And they'll finally get him down at the 37-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down throw by Purdy. This is hauled in by Atwell. And he runs it down inside the 15 before going out. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Let's go.
He brings the offense up now for a first and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Hey, check that. Ready.
They give up the gut to Walker. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
And the Broncos bringing out some extra DBs on this third down. They're in the dime. Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Return starts at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set. First and 10.
Ready. Trap 60. Go.
Nix from the gun. Dulcich hauls it in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
19 Tiger. Let go.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Bronk. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. He puts some power on a deep one. What a dive! I think he caught it! And he'll be touched down after a big play.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Set.
Nix with it on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
On the ball.
Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running. After the sack, another pass on second down. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Lions.
Now an inside give to Walker. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Ready, ready.
Now it's a bootleg for him. Escapes the pocket. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Oh, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
He's got this at the 27. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. It's scored as a 51-yard punt. And the Broncos get set to take over. They've got first down from the 31.
Here we go, Shaq.
Play action with Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
They call play action. Would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled, well, for about a split second, if that. And that play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Let's go. Go.
Staying with Walker. And there was really nowhere to go there. Just a small push to the 37. Only 2 yards on the run, and they're left with 3rd and 11.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And the Broncos are in the nickel for this third down.
Ready? Check out.
Walker now from the gun. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. It's a gain of 5, but they still need a bunch here on 4th down. The decision is to take the 3. Out comes the field goal unit for this try. He'll try to connect on a 50-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Go! Get up!
Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
It's taken in by Williams.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Come on, come on.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Short pass brought in. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. While that play was going on, we see that one of their teammates shaken up on the play. Not quite sure what happened, but they're out there to tend to him. Third down, 1 yard to go.
Set.
Nix. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Here we go, here we go.
Quick throw finds him outright. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. And now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
That's into the hands of Franklin. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hook.
Trying again following the sack. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down around the 34. And the Seahawks adding an extra DB here. Third down coming.
Set up. 18, Pioneer. Ready.
Here's Nix to throw. Looking for the end zone and a deep shot. They connect on the deep shot. It's a Denver touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Purdy setting up that play action. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Let's go.
From the gun is Purdy. And no luck there, and that throw falls to the ground.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Seahawks bringing out the punt team. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. Punt meets him at the 28. Officially a 55-yard launch. And they're going to take over possession. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Go!
The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st to 3. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way.